Hey there guys, OGM here, welcome you back to Pikmin 2. So guys, in the last episode, we saved Louie, we repaid the debt completely, we've now doubled what that debt was. It's amazing everything that we've made back to our own detriment. Like, holy crap, Hakotate was a desert-esque planet, and now we're living just sitting pretty in the city. There isn't even a city there, and we're sitting pretty in it. Like, that's how much money we have right now. It's kind of just mind-blowing how much money we even have. But guys, you might have noticed the whole Let's Play that we've had this thing in the corner called the Picklepedia, and then we have the treasures. We've not touched that once, and if you watch the Let's Play, you'll notice that the Picklepedia goes new, blank, new, blank, new, blank, constantly. So today, everyone, we're going to go into the Picklepedia, find out why it keeps flashing, and then we're going to go see the treasure map, because there's a lot of things that we've still not touched. So everyone, let's get down to it. Picklepedia, let's do the thing. Oh man, here we go, guys. So, the Picklepedia, it is a encyclopedia. I cannot say that word. It's an encyclopedia where you can actually see the beasties of the game. And it's kind of cool because, one, you have Olimar's notes, which is standard. But, because we saved Louie, you also have Louie's notes. Check this out. Olimar's notes. A segmented crawlbuster. And then it tells you about it. A gigantic beast wrapped in a hard shell. And then it, again, just keeps talking about it. It's more like, holy crap, this is kind of cool, right? And it actually gives you the description of the beast. It tells you more and more and more about it. But it's all from Olimar's perspective. Because it's, you know, Olimar's notes. But keep in mind, look how long this is. It's like a full description of it. And there is every single beast that is like this. But then also, check this out. Louie's notes. A dessert meat. What? A dessert meat that is all the rage on Hakotate. When the planet's finest chefs hear about the kind of sorbet, pies, parfaits that you can make with the claw meat on this sweet beast, they'll clamor for every morsel that you're willing to bring home. What? Excuse me, what? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's just go, you know, something standard here. Let's just go with something standard. Let's start with the red bulborb. You know, the most classic of enemies. Also, I only killed 10 of those guys? Wow. All right, you know, red bulborb. Oculus, Kegami, Russus, grub dog family. I'm glad I cannot speak the Hakotation version of Latin there. My bad. This large organism has a familiar... Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to read this because this is all just blah, blah, blah. No one cares, but, you know, total length and girth. He's got some really just nice oomph, some girth to him. You gotta love it. But no, I mean, just look at this. They prey upon smaller creatures, returning to their nests, originally classified as the spotty bulborb. I love it just because, you know, in the first game, spotty bulborb, but now it's not just spotty. There are several different species. Several species of the red bulb with suspicions of various colors recently been discovered. Again, it just keeps going on. Like, it's an amazing, like, it's a scientific classification. If you actually just take the time to read it, like, he really goes into all in depth with it. I love it. But then you go to Louie's notes. A plump specimen, our best spit roasted whole, stuffed with a lime and a slab of bacon. What? What? Based frequently to ensure a magnificently moist... Why? What? Just... Why? Why? Magnificently moist punch. Why? Why? Oh my gosh, Louie! No, but honestly, if you can't tell, they all have their own things. Obviously, you know, Olimar, he's got his whole scientific thing. But then Louie talks about cooking each and every one of them. And it's so weird. But then you go into pick carrots. Check this out. So this is something cool. You can throw pick carrots at it, right? You remember the pick carrots that went missing and that's why we got in the debt? We can throw them here, and then check it out. You can actually see how they attack, which is really cool. Because you can see, like, oh, they missed a pick carrot. Oh, no, they missed another one, but here, we'll give them one, and you can actually see them eating everything. So, ready? Here we go. They're going to go... Check that out. You can actually see how it looks whenever they attack a Pikmin. But now, oh, no, there's no Pikmin around. What are we going to do? Oh, I've got it. We're going to go back to sleep. It's so cool. You get to see everything. But then, there's a hidden thing that they don't tell you. If you hit burpy burp, where is it? Hold on, burpy burp, wrong button. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. There it is. It's not the same button, that's the problem. So normally the burpy burp is your up on the D-pad. Well, now that's actually a zoom, which is really weird. But no, if you now hit Z, you can now burpy burp the enemies, and you can actually see what they look like whenever they're burped. The cool thing is, too, you can still throw Pikmin carrots, and they don't even get affected by it, just like a regular stun would. But now, obviously, you know, I hit him, and so he's like, "Arr, rah, rah." But yeah, anyway, let's see if there's any more fun ones here. What is an enemy? Oh, yes, the Spotty Ball Bear. The Spotty Ball Bear. Let's see here.
The Spotty Ball Bear, Octulus terribilis documus. Grub Dog family.
Okay, well, we're not going to read that because no one really cares. What we really care about is this. For an unraveled green curry, peel away the Spotty Ball Bear's skin. Excuse me? Pulverize the juicy innards. Okay. And stew it until curiously fragmented. Oh, great. I'm glad it's going to be fragrant. I'm so glad it's going to be fragrant. Sir, hello. Would you like a Pikmin carrot? I think you would. Oh, my gosh. Look at... Oh, my. Okay, well, we're just going to stun you now because... But then there's like, what about ones that just disappear? You know, like the Puffy Blowhog. What's this? Can't lose Pikmin. No value. You've killed 5. But more important than that, slice this creature into... feather light skin into triangles, deep fry until crispy, salt generously, make perfect scooping chips to accompany fresh mango salsa. So, you know, that's great. We're going to have salsa here. And apparently all you're making is just tortilla chips. That's it. What is this right now? But no, they're all ridiculous. I love them. Let's go with the queen jelly. Not just a regular jelly. Let's go with the queen jelly. Like a fine cheese, the aroma of the fluid flatters can be oppressive, but the flavor must be experienced to believe. Also, it makes an unforgettable non-dairy... Yeah, non-dairy... Oh my gosh, I have hiccups. Don't drink water before an episode. Makes an unforgettable dairy spread. The jelly makes dairy. Weird, right? You would think that would be the sea cow, but no, it's not actually the sea cow. And also, wait a minute. Why am I missing things? Oh, I know why we're missing things. Fun fact. If you don't actually interact with the flowers, the red flower, the blue flower, the yellow flower, they're not here, but that's what these flowers are, and you can see that we're missing them. We have the queen, we have the ivory, and then we have the violet, but we don't have the red, yellow, or blue because we never interacted with them. That's actually something I wanted to point out, too. So I'm glad that I don't have one here on camera, so I can actually prove that. If we go on my completed file, my 100% file, like everything is done completely, I have those, which is no big deal. But you might also notice here the unmarked spectroids, the butterflies, the booterflies, the booter booties. More importantly, hold on a second. I want to show you this. They all just flop. I love it. No, but also the butterflies. One of the most common enemies to miss. Actually, my 100% file, I didn't know you could kill butterflies for the longest time. So it took me forever to finally find them. But then when I finally did, it's like, oh my, I didn't know you could actually kill them. So then I killed them, and that's great. Same with the plants here. Plants, you have to touch the plants in order for them to activate. You can actually just completely miss a plant if you don't touch it at one point. So make sure that you touch every single plant at one point or another. Very important. But then, of course, we have Emperor's Bullblacks. We have the Burrowing Snagret, Beady Longlegs, Emperor Bullblacks. We have the Giant Breadbug. You know, the King Burrowing Snagret himself. Also, I love how they actually make him go in the ground first, and they have to throw down Pikmin carrots for him to come out. They just know. You have Manat Legs. You have the Great Moo Moo, Mr. Jello, the Water Wraith. We have the Segmented Crobster. We have the Raging Longlegs, and then the Titaned Weevil. So let's go ahead and check out some of these bosses here, and then we'll get out of here and go check out the treasures. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to read all these. There's way too many. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with some fun ones here. So, Emperor's Bullblacks here. For sophisticated delicacy, make a palette. Oh, geez, I can't speak French. Make a pal de la fragrance. I can't speak French. I know that's completely wrong, but there you go. From a massively obese creature, liver, and spread it over the sesame cracker. Okay, well, a sesame cracker is delicious, I guess. You know, who doesn't love crackers? All right, what do we got here? Emperor Bullblacks. You know, everyone loves Emperor Bullblacks. He was kind of a big deal in the first one. Let's see what he's got now. To prep the tongue for cooking. You know, we're just going to completely disregard the body, just the tongue. To prep the tongue for cooking, marinate it with olive oil and chop it into cubes. Stir in a pot with carrots, potatoes, chives, cover and simmer and at low heat for several hours. Accompany this mouth-watering rustic stew with a hearty roll. You know, or you could just do crackers. You know, Emperor Ball Blacks and Empress Ball Blacks together in one beautiful, meaty dish. Why not? But it's weird, though, isn't it? Louie's labeled King of Bugs, and you can see he actually goes through and labels everything. But let's go ahead and check out Man at Legs here, because he's completely metallic. How are you going to eat this, right? Although the meat is a bit on the metallic side, there's actually meat in him. That's what I'm getting at here. The oil makes a mouth-watering gravy or a lubricant. Excuse me? All right, well, there you go. Mr. Water Wraith, there's literally no meat on you. You are all water and wraith-like. What do you have? Probably nothing. Incredible. Known to cause massive hysteria, followed by leg spasms and intentional thunderlings. Why are you rolling at the camera, sir? I did not appreciate that. But there you go. He makes you hallucinate. I love how he just keeps going at the camera, like he's trying to kill the cameraman. But no, there you go. Mr. Water Wraith here will make you go crazy. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. You will go crazy with him. We then have the crab. But no, actually, what we want to check out now is the Titan Dweevil. You know, who stole Louie in the first place. Also, let's check out Olimar's notes here. I'm pretty sure he actually makes a mention of this, too. The largest member of the Titan Dweevil family. Fearsome creature. Doesn't he actually say something about Louie? Is that the chemical carried by the Titan Dweevil contributes to possession of a gene special, while other Dweevils do not seem to choose objects that they carry. Titan Dweevil appears to prefer shiny objects above all others. Okay, no, that does not say anything about Louie. Eaten raw, this predator's luxurious legs are bold and full of flavor. What a satisfying crunch. Just a crunch. Just like that. That was Louie. No, but it's interesting. Again, the King of Bugs. The King of Bugs finds that he is a satisfying crunch. A little crunch, even. But there we go. So that is the enemies. Obviously, again, you can check out all of them. They all have little funny things. Some of them are cooler than others, but, you know, they're there, and they're there for you to check out. Mr. Wollywog. No, anyway, moving on to the treasures here. So, you've collected... Oh, it's TS. TS, hello, buddy. You've collected the succulent series. Plunge into the juicy world of alien cuisine. Cool, I'll do it. You can't stop me. You've collected the Nature Candid series. Avant-grade, veggies, and the Madame Gourmets. Now, it's actually worth noting, too. These little things that TS is saying, you can only get these text boxes once. Once you complete a set, which is what you see right here, clear, that is a whole set. So if you want to see all these, you save them for the end, and you can see them all at once, or you can just go and view them constantly. But you'll see that there will be blocks where this one's blue, the last one was green, where it's like, oh, I'm missing things in the blue block, so that's a set that I'm missing. But anyway, moving on. TS, keep going, buddy.
Sales pitch.
You've collected the Xenoflora series. Botanists will fog their speculants over these wonders.
Hooray, I got some nuts. Moving on.
You've collected the Sweet Tooth series. Heaven on the tongue, havoc on the truth.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, that's how you know a dessert's good, though. Like, if it rots your tooth as soon as you bite it, that's how you know that it's a good dessert. That's like baklava, man. Unless baklava, like, gives you, like, just complete lockjaw as soon as you bite into it, it's not good baklava. That's just, like, the rule of baklava. Let's be honest here.
You've collected the Paleontology series. Who knows what beast left us behind?
Well, I can tell you, one is a pumpkin. That's not a beast. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. We're not going to talk about it. That's fine. Whatever, TS.
You've completed the Ancient series. Ancient Secret series. Our junk will make romantic weeps with joy.
Romantic sweep. Okay. You know what, TS? I'm not going to question what you guys do on Hakotate, but okay. You do you. You do you, buddy.
You've collected the Kirk Arsenal series. These impetus ought to turn into tasty profit.
Okay, well, I can understand that one, I guess. That makes sense, TS. I'll give you that one.
You've collected the Torture Artist series. Everyone's inner artist will crave these sets.
That's going to torture you? What? Also, I like how the castanet and the whistle are in there for whatever reason. I don't know why they're in there, but they are.
You've collected the Modern Amenities series. Advanced technology for worthless junk.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Unless you're a woman, I'm pretty sure that you would approve of that. But it's fine, whatever.
You've collected the Husband tier series. Women cried with joy, men cried at the price.
Oh, got him. Got him.
You've collected the Space Love series. These design transitioned into an energetic cruncher berries.
Lots of Mooney for me.
You've collected the Crystallized Emotion series. With a flashy name, you can sell anything.
Good job, TS. Good job. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones.
You've collected the Dream series. Customers hear the word dream and open their wallets.
I love it. And then this is another fun one right here.
You've collected the Blast from the Past series. My nostalgic pitch will transform these artists into hits.
TS, I appreciate what you're doing here, but, you know, how would you know that these are blasts from the pasts? How would you know this? You don't even know what this planet was inhabited by prior to you, but whatever. Okay, TS, you do you, buddy.
You've collected the Mystical Energy series. These energetic reactors power the alien planet.
Just those 4 power the whole planet. Just those 4. You know, it's fine.
You've collected a massive replica series. Hockertations could practically live in these things.
I mean, they're all food, so if that's what they want, they are more than welcome to do it.
You've collected the Ancient Ad series. These progressive loggers have removed an internet grabbers.
Hooray. Then we've got bottle caps.
You've collected the Ad Dogger series. The incarnate symbols are all the rage these days.
Yeah, a lot of people do collect bottle caps still, so it makes sense.
You've collected the Titan Dweeble series. The etymologists or film directors will buy them in a Harlard.
And now you might notice too. That's crazy, right? We've got all these treasures, but again, Olimar's journal and a sales pitch. So let's go ahead and, let's start with a strawberry because everyone knows how much I love strawberries. So let's go ahead and do this. I found this fascinating fruit while exploring today. The skies cleared up and I felt peaceful watching the pink flowered petals flutter in the wind. During the precious expedition, it seemed strange to have such a soft heart and romantic thoughts. If I told my wife about this, I'm sure I'll get laughed at. Again. Poor Olimar, man. He's a hopeless romantic. Olimar, he's like, wow, this is beautiful. I'd love to take my wife here, and we could have a beautiful picnic. Everything would be great. And then his wife's like, you suck. No, it's fine. I understand. I do. Not everyone's a romantic, so I completely understand. But there you go. You can view in, view out, get a view on all them seeds. But no, it's kind of interesting. But more important than that, you have a sales pitch.
This fruit is born of the bright sunlight and cheerful warmth. Come, all of your gloomy naysayers. One bite and even the sad sack will become full-heartedly optimists. Eat one today and change your life.
Yeah, that's right. You now have TS because you've collected every treasure. If you don't collect every treasure, you don't have TS speak to you. But that's another little fun one for you. So you get Louis for the enemies, and you get TS for the treasures. So what else we got here? We got food. Who doesn't love food? Let's go ahead and get a sausage. Olimar, what do you have to say about a sausage? The wad of meat makes me unexpectedly hungry. The parts used to produce it seem to be ambiguous origin and questionable quantity. Yet, it calls to me. Maybe I'll just have, just one bite. I love how it's because it's a hot dog. It makes sense. No, but anyway.
All the things hunger for meat, correct? Listen to the inner beast. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Okay, TS. Well, we will eat it then, buddy. What else here? We've got cookies. Cookies. Oh, let's go with the poison cookie. Oh, the poison cookie has to be something. As I grow older, I've observed that I'm becoming crankier. Today, I flew off the handle over a trifling matter. I feel like such a fool. I must learn to control my cantankerous temper. Jeez, what a fancy word. Well done, Olimar. I can't allow my bad attitude to erode the teamwork on this vital mission. Aw, poor Olimar. He's trying so hard. But
it is hard, really hard, too hard, so hard that you're not sure you can eat it, even there that you must. The hard snack infused with the essence of stubbornness, aka poison, but we won't say that. Anyway, it's just the essence of poison. You are powerless to resist it, because it's going to kill you. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Alright, what else do we have here? Oh, we got a fossil we could do. No, let's do the crab. Wait, but then there's a pumpkin. Oh no, there's so many good ones. And also, you guys might notice too, wait a minute, we've never been in here. Why is this not new, but this is new? Well, because we actually did the first half of the game, that's why the first half are not noted. So this we got with Louis. It's not new now that the president's out here. This we got after Louis, so it is new while the president is here. So that's why it did that for the Beast as well, but I just want to point that out. Anyway, here we go. I did say crab first. Let's do the crab.
Sneaky, sneaky, snip.
I love that.
Sneaky, sneaky, snip.
I love it. I love it.
Think the classic creature had to have pincers like this. This only remains that your imagination would run wild. Imagination knows no boundaries.
It's true. I did love my imagination. I played so much imagination stuff when I was growing up. Anytime I could use my imagination, I would. There's no question about it. Let's see here. Anything else? The Great Lord Bao Bao. We have to do it. The Great Lord Bao Bao.
This is the flame of hope which spawned a harmonious civilization. Hakotate needs new energy source, and I, the great Lord Bao Bao, shall be that. I will be a fine candidate. My machine will light the power of this someday. From the beginning of time, my people have searched for the perfectly clean and endless renewable energy source, but then they turned nothing till they found me, the great Lord Bao Bao. I am your Lord and Savior. I will provide an eternal flame for all of you. Unfortunately, we never found anything close to it. Rubbing these two objects together seems to produce fire. But, I have it in this fire inside my stomach, because I can breathe fire, because I am the great Lord Bao Bao.
All right, Bao Bao. All right. What about the Christmas set? Anything fun with the Christmas set? Let's hit the stocking. Let's hit the stocking.
This piece of art was made in the shape of a giant bird to symbolize a glorious progress. This does civilization begin. Where does it go? Machines have long pergendered this.
Why did you ponder that? Of all things to ponder, why would you ponder that? I don't know. But then you have the engineering set. That's always fun. We could do... Oh, I love the... Oh, man. I want to show you the marbles, too. The marbles are fun. Those are fun ones. Oh, geez. The ducky. We have to do the ducky. Oh, and then you got Wiggle. Oh, man, there's so many good ones, guys. There's so many good ones. And then the baby head's actually a really creepy one, too. Oh, man, there's so many good ones, though, guys. There really are. All right, let's do the ducky. Let's do the ducky. I got excited.
Quack, quack. Endless can destroy all the beauty that dives into despair and the hearts of the beholder. This dangerous item is a must-have, for conscious of all things wrenched and repellent. I don't know why I said repeat. It's repellent. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, and then the classic set. Oh, let's check out Rob. Of anyone, let's check out Rob. I mean, after all, Rob does deserve something special.
This relic rose directly from the sands of time.
Also, I love how it's actually clean now, if you notice. Like, sure, it's still dirty. You can still see some dirt marks on it, but it's clean compared to when it was in the cave. That's the big thing.
This relic rose directly from the sands of time. Its shape invokes waves of sweet nostalgia. Middle-aged men thought that the universe harkened back to the days of their youth and grin. They passed their tales of their next generation, filling them with adventures and romance.
TS, are you saying that I'm a middle-aged man? Is that what you're trying to say here? Because I know what Rob is? That's a little rude. I can't believe that I had the fortune of finding this thing buried underground. It looks like a component to a huge mechanical doll. I mean, technically it is, in theory. It looks like it would be part of a robot in a cartoon I used to watch as a kid. How nostalgic. This futuristic machine makes me feel like I've traveled back in time. Ho-ho, I get it. It's a funny joke. Hee-hee-ho-ho. And then obviously you have Rob's little cups that were required to play for the games. And like I already said, that's just a fun thing. Now the real thing is, if we had my drink here, my pop of choice, we would definitely have to read it. But my pop of choice is not here, unfortunately. But we do have root beer. So I'm going to check out some root beer here.
The bizarre insignia on this surreal platter, inspired and collect feelings of pleasure that can only be replicated by a long, cool sip. Or, Serumturd, I still don't have taste receptacles, so I'll try and make up the difference, but I can't.
Oh, Mr. Fister. Mr. Fister, you were a huge help, Mr. Fister. I'm going to have to read you.
In a plum flame, this steel fist flies, smashes its target into bits, but it recoils severe. Captain Alamar suffers from shoulder pain. He uses it to withhold the rocket booster.
I mean, that's okay. If he has to deal with shoulder pain, I mean, Mr. Fister is kind of a huge deal here, so I would give it to him. Mr. Fister is kind of a great thing. It's fine. Everything's fine. But then we have the key. Oh, man, and then we have the Titan Dweevil set. Okay, we have to read Bleep Bloop. Bleep Bloop's huge. I mean, that was our saving grace with Bleep Bloop.
This miracle gadget, born of the universal desire, or a machine manufactured by the master of Dimension X. Whatever it is, that reacts to treasure. Bloop bloop, you are the best help that we could ever have, and I love you. Bloop bloop, bloop bloop, bloop bloop.
I love it. All right, so from there, we have the key. Very interesting. This key gave us a whole thing. Also, you might notice it's in the water, which is kind of weird. But anyway, here we go.
The shape, I have encountered it somewhere before. No one must not be mistaken. Wait, yes I am mistaken. That's like the strength to all who is I can't read. I'm sorry. You feel numerous power. Bottom line.
Well, the reason why I wanted to read this is actually because we've not talked about the key. The key had a distress signal in it, you might remember. But the key actually is very important. We're going to be talking about that this episode. But before we get there, the Titaned Weevil set. We're not going to read the parts, but I do want to read the King of Bugs, Louis himself. Louis is back. Somehow he survived the horrific ordeal with the freakishly large weapon-wielding Titaned Weevil. I entered a hole with an army of ferocious Pikmin, grimly determined to save Louis from the Titaned Weevil. But it seems that he was perfectly fine all along. I can't understand how he managed to avoid being eaten. He's always had an unusually close connection with insects, and I know that he loves to cook them. Maybe he wasn't kidnapped after all. Could he have been controlling that beast all along? No. That's craziness. Although, he does insist now that we address him by his proper title, the King of Bugs. Interesting. So Louis could have been controlling the Titaned Weevil all along. And now he actually enjoys the title of the King of Bugs. Very interesting, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, TS. Didn't mean to close you out. I'm sorry.
The new employee of Hakotate Freight. Louis is often silent. Nobody knows what thoughts lurk in his mind. He appears to operate on the same wavelength of insects, often with dangerous results. After he was kidnapped, he somehow managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain.
And that's what I wanted to get at. He managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain. That proves it right there. You have TS with the technical aspect, and you have Olimar who's trying to be, considerate. Like, no, he would never do that. That's impossible. No. TS is proving it right here. Sure, TS is trash. And sure, he only cares about the money. But he's not been wrong yet in one of his analyses. Analyses? I don't know. Analyses? I think it's analyses. Either way, though, TS has not been wrong. That's what I'm getting at. Anytime that he analyzes a situation, he has not been wrong yet. And that's the problem. He somehow managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain. He was trying to kill us. No one knows what's going on in Louis' brain, but he has a darker side. And that's what's interesting. It's very, very interesting. But now we're going to go back to the area selection. And the reason why is because we want to now go back to the main menu. The title screen now actually has a new mode. Remember back to the key? It said, "Congratulations, you've unlocked challenge mode. Hooray!" Well, now here on the title screen, we have challenge mode. Let's go into it. Challenge mode, what do you have for us, sir? Challenge mode, you have new missions. And you might notice they're already done for me. Well, the reason why is because there are 3 things of these completed states. So if you guys noticed when I first came in, one was a leaf and it turned into a pink flower. Again, there are 3 states. You have leaf, which means not finished. You have white flower, which means that it's done, but you lost a Pikmin. So it's not perfect. And then you have pink, which is your purple or white flowers, right? The thing is, those mean that you've done it perfect. You lost no Pikmin, and you did the best that you possibly could. So, with that being said, you need to get pink flowers to unlock a whole secret. And that's why I've already gone through beforehand. Like, this is actually way back in middle school. I'm actually going to tell a story why I do this. But, back in middle school, I went through, and with my best friend Vinny, you guys might know him. You've seen him in my videos before. You've heard him on stream, all those things. Vinny and I went through and we 100%ed this game like crazy because we loved this game. It was so much fun. And this is actually 2-player. So, Vinny would use Louis, I would use Olimar, and you would just go. Now, the thing about challenge mode, you have to collect no treasure whatsoever. The thing is, you just cannot let a Pikmin die. All you have to do is get the key and then get to the cave. So, here we go. Little key. Come on, get back to the cave. Or get back to the TS, excuse me. So there we go. TS now has it. And now look. The cave goes down deeper. Hooray.
Our hole has continuous deeper. Underground has opened. Journey deeper for more treasure.
Now here's the thing. Whenever you get the key, you can go ahead and decide, okay, I'm going to go, or you can go ahead and bring back treasure. In this case, I'm going to bring back treasure because, you know, I have time, and this is the easiest level. Why not? Come on, little guys. Bring back one singular corn. Please and thank you. There we go. Suck them up. And then, 1,000 Poco. Great. So let's just go ahead and dive down deeper, because, I mean, why not? There's really no need to keep going. I've already completed this anyway, so I'm just showing you guys what you can do here. But yeah, you guys also might notice, too, that that coin was only worth 1,000 Pocos here. But we had the whole entire actual Let's Play giving us 100 Pocos. What's going on here? Well, don't worry. None of the things here are actually priced properly. It's just more of a, hey, here's the thing. Go ahead and check it out. But also the final floor, hooray. The final floor will always have a boss. In this case, it is this guy right here, the Spotty Bulborb. Because the Spotty Bulborb, of course, has to be the boss of the very first cave. I mean, he's the first big baddie that you really fight, right? But there you go. Always the big baddie will have the key. I mean, that's just how it works out here. Go ahead and take him back. Same deal as before. The baddies do cost money as well. So, I mean, if you really want to collect them, you can. That's kind of nice for you. But there we go. We get the geyser. Now, something that you never got to see in the actual Let's Play, but they have here in the challenge mode, is the geyser's not working, you might notice. We actually have to go activate it.
Look, the ground is cracked, indicating that a geyser, inactive geyser.
What? Hold on.
Look, the ground is cracked, indicating an inactive geyser. How's your Pikmin did here?
There you go. Perfect. That's what I wanted to say. No, but there we go. So we got some money for that. But, now again, the dangerous thing. There is an inactive geyser. You cannot just escape. You actually have to use the Pikmin to dig it out, just like how they had to dig out the cave. Remember whenever a cave would be blocked? Same deal. You go to the geyser, exit challenge mode, or continue exploring. No. You don't need all the treasure in order to the perfect. You don't need to do anything with all the enemies. The only thing you need to do to get it perfect is not lose any Pikmin and get out of the cave. That's all you have to do. So go ahead and do that as you see fit. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do very well with the score right now because I didn't collect everything, but I just kind of did my thing. But there you go. Perfect. Again, I did not collect every treasure. I did not go out in the best time I possibly could. All that I did was I got through without losing a single Pikmin. That is what's important. Get the perfect status, get the pink flower, and then you will unlock your special secret. And that's all you have to do for this. Now, some of these challenges, you might notice too, you're going to have red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, blue Pikmin, white Pikmin, purple Pikmin. But you also will have a burpy burp, a farty fart. You see the floors, you see your score, all that fun stuff in between. That's all you have to do. That's really all you have to do. And of course, as you go down, the harder it's going to get. I mean, look at this right here. 4 red Pikmin. That's all you have. What? That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, you really have to know how to manage your stuff. Like, bottom line, you just have to know. I mean, look at this. Emperor. 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 I'm not even going to read the realm part. Just Emperor. What do you think that means? Obviously, Emperor Ball Blacks, Empress Ball Blacks. Then you have the Sniper Room. You have the Bully Den. You have the Cave... I was going to say the Grave of Pain. No, the Cave of Pain. You have the Breeding Ground. I mean, just listen to some of these. These are crazy, isn't it? The Subterranean Lair. I mean, this is just wow. They have so many things, and they are actually really cool. They've done some really, really good stuff with some of these. It's kind of amazing. But there you go. Another one. 2 white. That's all you have. 2 whites. It's, wow. It's just crazy. It's fun. Like, it is a lot of fun. It is a challenge at times, too, but it's a lot of fun. But once you actually get a perfect, you then unlock a secret. And the secret is how we're going to actually end this episode. Because if you go back, you now will see that you have bonuses. Bonuses are what we want to do here. Opening cinematic, fine. Debt repaid, fine. Credits, fine. Goal completion, that's fine again. Treasure completion, fine. Louis' dark secret. We already talked about him hijacking your brain, but now we have a dark secret. Okay. And again, you only get this through 100%ing challenge mode, getting perfects on everything. Louis' dark secret, what could it possibly be? Louis' dark secret. I also just love him. He's just kind of chilling there. The president entrusted Louis with the golden pick carrots. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Louis saying sure. Why not? We know this. But Louis couldn't suppress his powerful hunger. What? What? And he ate every last one. Then turning around, he had satisfied his report with the president, falsified his report with the president, which led to the Hakotation freight accruing a insurmountable amount of debt. And then he just says, shh, don't tell anyone. So basically, he falsified his document, and because he falsified the document, he said the evil space bunnies came in around. However the president did it, you know what I mean. But either way, he falsified the document, making Hakotate freight go into debt, which caused this whole adventure. This is all Louis' fault. Not only for going into debt, but also for screwing us over to the point where we had to go and find him to almost get killed by him. It's all Louis' fault. Louis is a secret mastermind that no one even suspects him. That's the best part. But there you go. Louis' deep, dark secret. So, with that being said, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and go to the credits here. And I'm just going to let this roll through here while I talk to you guys. So, this has been Pikmin 2. I know that kind of gave my thoughts and everything, but I didn't really feel satisfied with my thoughts. So, honestly, this project was a lot of fun. It had a lot of like touches for me that I was like, man, I missed this game. I'm really glad I got to play it and everything. But it's weird to think that this was all caused by one person, and that person was Louis. Normally, it's like, oh man, it's the evil villain of the whole game. Ah, no. We go to Earth because we're in debt by this guy. And then, come to find out, he doesn't want to leave the planet. He has hijacked the brain of the most powerful dweevil in the whole army. It's like, what? What even is this? That's insane. So guys, next time on Pikmin, because believe it or not, there is going to be a next time, we're going to tackle 2-player battle mode. Another bonus episode, but we are going to be tackling it because there's a whole new set of things that you can do in there. It's kind of crazy, but it's going to be fun. So everyone, with that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out, guys. I will see you guys next time for battle mode, and oh man, Louis just died. What a great way to end it. So guys, thank you so much for coming out, everyone. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. I hope that if you guys have this game, you will take the time to just read some of those descriptions, because obviously I didn't read them all for both the beasts and the treasure, because some of them are very, very funny. But everyone, thank you guys so much for coming in. Until next time, OGM signing out.